APIs are the backbone of the modern internet, powering everything from AI apps to fintech platforms. Yet, the revenue they generate is invisible, illiquid, and non investable. But the Compose protocol changes that. We let developers turn API usage into verifiable on chain revenue, which can then be tokenized, invested in, and used to raise capital, all without accounts, billing systems, or human intervention. In short, we make APIs financially alive. So the way it works is pretty simple. It starts with a developer deploying their own API endpoint, monetizing it through the X402 protocol. With that, each request is going to trigger a USDC payment, and all of those payments will flow through a revenue splitter smart contract deployed by the protocol. That revenue can be converted into revenue vault shares via ERC 4626 or revenue share tokens following a dividend model. Developers can then sell a portion of future API revenue, and investors gain exposure to real usage driven cash flows on chain. This creates an API native capital market. So we've built the full stack required to make this work. We built an on-chain protocol, including revenue tokenization contracts, a revenue splitter, a staking and slashing system, and an API integrity registry, as well as verification infrastructure using Chainlink CRE workflows that verify that API endpoints are honoring the payment configuration and prevents providers from secretly redirecting payments. We've also created some off-chain infrastructure enabling developers to access the protocol through command line interfaces as well as an SDK and a front end application for provider onboarding. So, this is creating a complete developer platform, not just contracts. So once we have revenue settlement on chain, verification of payment configuration, and crypto economic enforcement, we unlock an entirely new economic primitives around APIs. Some examples include tokenized API revenue, API backed stablecoins, revenue futures, and API yield indices. But the strongest and most immediate use case is in capital formation, because with Compose, developers can sell a portion of future API revenue and raise capital before their API scales. Protocol architecture has three layers: a layer 0, which is the infrastructure and enforcement, a layer 1, which is the revenue tokenization, and layer 2, which are financial applications that we built on top. So once these revenue tokens exist, they become building blocks for stablecoins, revenue futures, API indices, and credit markets. This layer is essentially turning APIs into fully programmable financial entities.